Hi, singers. Welcome to Sing with Confidence. I am your coach, Olavi. Today, we are going over the best morning routine for singers in 3 simple steps. Have you ever struggled with waking up in the morning, knowing you should warm up your voice and move your body, but not knowing exactly what to do, and just feeling overwhelmed with all the information that you can find online? Well, today, we are going to solve that problem by just doing some really simple stuff that you can do from anywhere that's going to help support your voice to keep it healthy, strong, and ready to perform like the superstar that you are. Whoop, whoop. All right, you guys. So first things first, we want to make sure when we warm up in the morning, we're doing it low and slow, and we're incrementally getting more energized. If you just start out right out the gate, just give it a little time first, my friends, because we really want to not overwhelm us. We don't want to get so tired and fatigued in the morning because we have the whole day ahead of us. So at least at the beginning, do it nice and low and slow when we hydrate, when we move our bodies, and when we do our vocal exercises. Low and slow is the way to go. That is going to give you that stamina for the whole day. So it's called the crock pot method. Low and slow is the way to go. The crock pot method, that goes for almost anything in life, but especially your voice, because they're so tiny. Our little vocal cords, they can make so much beautiful sound. So when we speak, our vocal cords or folds, it's the same thing, they vibrate at about 200, maybe up to 400 times per second. And when we sing, we are actually vibrating per second about 1,400 times per second. It can go up to that, which is absolutely crazy to even think about. So we want to make sure we're protecting these beautiful muscles, these beautiful vocal cords of yours, because you want to sing all day and hopefully for the rest of your life. But we all know of people who have lost their voice or damaged their voice, and you cannot repair it because they overdid it. So that is why, my friends, before we get into these 3 steps, I want you to understand this. There is a pro tip that before you even get started on doing anything, I want you to connect to your superstar identity. Now, what does that mean? Exactly what it sounds like. I want you to write out. You can do it right now. If you're busy, come back later and write it down. I want you to write out, if you could wake up, if you could blink your eyes and wake up tomorrow and everything in your life was exactly the way that you wanted it. I want you to write that down. That goes for where you live, who you see on a daily basis, who you're working with, what kind of songs you're writing, who are you writing with, what kind of songs are you singing? What stages are you singing at? How big are they? Are they outside? Are they inside? Are you doing stadiums? Because everybody's dream is different. I'm not going to compare my dream to yours because some people want to sell out stadiums. Some people might want to do small festivals and have a really grassroots, career and really be in the community a little bit more. So just make it the way that you want. So before you start your day, I want you to, when you wake up, when your alarm goes off, I want you can have it on a piece of paper and you can read it right away, or you can visualize it and start to feel these emotions. Like, what emotions would you be feeling on a daily basis if you were singing in front of thousands of people? You'd probably be really excited. You might be a little nervous. You probably are going to be making more money than you are right now. So I want you to get really detailed with it. And when you wake up, before you even get out of bed, and throughout the day. But before you even start these 3 steps, this is the secret hidden pro tip. First step is to start to physically, emotionally, spiritually, all of the things, get connected with your superstar identity, because guess what? It can happen. The fact that other people have made it is evidence that you can make it. So I never want you to think, I'm not good enough. I can't make it. No, know that it's coming, and also know it does take work for sure, especially with our beautiful voices. We want to make sure that we are singing the best we can, and these things take time. So once you have connected to your truth and your purpose, you can also come back to this at any point during the day when you have any challenge come up. So if you're writing a lyric and it's difficult, or there's a certain melodic phrase that's extra challenging, take a couple breaths, remember your big vision, your superstar identity, and then get back to work. Okay, perfect. Now we are at step number 1, people. It is hydrate with intention. So when you wake up, and hopefully you've gotten at least 8 hours of sleep. Depending on what you're doing that day, you might even want to try and get 10 hours. Sleep is a non-negotiable for singers. That is a fact. So once you have gotten hopefully very restful, very deep sleep for that 8 to 10 hour mark, you're going to wake up and start to hydrate with intention. And what I mean by that is hydrating and adding a little bit of salt. I use Baja Gold salt. You can also use pink Himalayan salt. Now, these salts come from parts of the earth that have ton of minerals in them. And what that does for your cells is your cells mostly water. So you want to make sure that all of this water is actually getting into your cells. When you're drinking water and there's no minerals in them, it's not really penetrating that cell wall. So we want to wake up and drink that water with a little bit of salt in it, and during your day, while you're singing, while you're performing, doing the same thing. Another amazing tip is you want to wake up and drink a little bit of warm water. Warm to hot, not too hot. We don't want to damage anything. But when we drink these warmer liquids, we're actually activating and warming up all of that larynx, the throat, the vocal cords, and then your stomach, and getting your digestion nice and started as well. As singers, our instrument is our body, so we have to put that body health really right up at the top of our priority list. So we're washing our hands, we're hydrating with intention. Another great way to bring extra moisture into our throat is drinking herbal teas. One of my favorite ones is slippery elm. You can get it in actually a powder or an herbal form, or marshmallow root. What these herbs have in them is called mucilage, and it actually hydrates. It brings like this slippery, nice and soft, beautiful coating to the throat that gives an extra protection, and it offers relief from any hoarseness by coating and protecting your vocal cords. Another amazing thing you can hydrate with is bone broth. I drink this almost every single day. It also has anti-inflammatory properties. We get extra points for that. So it's extra beneficial to our gut health. So why we're drinking so many liquids during the day that are extra hydrating is because the way that our vocal cords actually function the best is by having a thin layer of watery mucus. So think about like if you blow your nose and it's kind of that clear consistency, that is what's coating our vocal cords and making it easier for them to vibrate at such a high level. Now, if they're too dry and they don't have that, that is going to damage your voice. You're going to have all that hoarseness and all that crazy stuff that nobody wants. And you're actually going to start to feel a lot of pain in your voice. No, we don't want that. A couple more things that are so good for hydrating with intention is coconut water. This is a total staple for me. I drink this almost every day as well. Sometimes I put it in my smoothie. So coconut water lubricates the throat as well. And that's what we're looking for with our hydration. You can also add chia seeds to your smoothie or your water. And what they do is it absorbs water. It gets kind of this gel consistency. And then as you drink it, it releases the water slowly. So it absorbs water and then releases it slowly. Here is a crazy tip, an amazing fact. So It takes about 4 hours, up to 4 hours and when you drink a liquid, for it to absorb into your actual muscles and your tendons. That's a long time. So if you want to skip that and go directly to the vocal cords, there's a couple ways you can do it. You can do a hot steam. So you can get a bowl of hot water, boiling water, maybe a little under boiling, and you can add some really high grade, beautiful essential oils into that and then put a towel over your head. Now make sure it's not too hot. You really don't want to damage your skin or your throat. And then you're going to take some deep inhalations and then just let that beautiful steam, because the steam is microscopic little water molecules that are actually going to go directly into your body as opposed to it going through your bloodstream first. So you can do that up to 10 minutes. And if you have to open like the towel up and breathe, that's great. Make sure you're using really high quality water as well as when you're drinking it through the day. Make sure it is filtered and maybe it is reverse osmosis. And that is why we have to put those minerals back in there, because sometimes when you get filtered water or purified water, it's so pure, it's taken out all of the mineral content of the water. You can do the warm steam, or you can do a cool steam nebulizer, which I have here. This is called Vocal Mist Nebulizer. This is my favorite one and is the industry standard. I have an affiliate link at the bottom here if you'd like to pick it up. So this is cool steam, and it will directly, again, hydrate your vocal cords. When I have done 3-hour shows, when I have had doubles during the day and done like 6 hours of singing a day, this is a non-negotiable. This is an absolute game changer. So come and get your vocal mist with you put saline in the top of it. So it is that salt water that is going to mimic the water in your body. Amazing. So that covers number one, intentionally hydrating with intention, not just slugging water back all the day. I've done that before and I was always thirsty and I didn't know why. It's because I wasn't adding minerals. So again, that Baja salt, Himalayan sea salt, or you can even get drops that have trace minerals in them. I am going to put the link in the description so you can look it up on Amazon and pick it up yourself. So number 2 is movement. We need to move the body. If we just go directly into vocal warm-ups without hydrating and without moving the body first, it just doesn't feel good. I've done it. It's available, but it is not ideal. So the ideal morning warm-up is absolutely after hydration, start to move your body. We can do side stretches like this, over to the side. And remember to tuck your pelvis and activate your core. I am a trained yoga teacher, so I do know what I'm talking about. And as you inhale, it's going to open all your intercostal muscles here. These are all those micro muscles that we use during singing that need to be stretched out. Exhale down to the other side. Inhale. And maybe you're just here. And maybe that's better, because sometimes I go a little too deep because I really want to feel it. But remember, in the morning, we're moving low and slow. And we want to make sure that we are tucking the pelvis and we're activating our abdomens in and up, because that protects the lower back and the lumbar spine. Because I'm totally guilty of this. We can get into this thing where we do a duck butt. And there you go. You can see now. And that is really not good. We're compressing too much on the lumbar spine. So what we want to do is, again, tuck that pelvis, inhale in and up, get those abs nice and activated. And just go really gentle at first. And then we're going to look up towards the hand. I love to start with yoga in the morning. You can walk. You can run. You can swim. You can do Tai Chi. Anything that feels really good with your body, but never overdo it. It's the same thing with singing. And if there's any discomfort while you're doing this, you absolutely can adjust. You are so welcome to adjust your body. And then we'll go to the other side. Deep inhales into the belly. Inhaling deep into the belly and exhaling, using your diaphragm as that pump. And as we do those deep breaths, it's going to relax your nervous system as well and is going to make you more chill. Because what we do is exciting. It's exciting to sing. It's exciting to be on stage. It is exciting to be around music all day. And it is okay to be excited. I'm giving you full permission to be excited. And when we get excited, sometimes we can get a little not grounded. And we want to make sure we're grounded. We want to make sure that when we feel excitement and maybe nervousness, that we are present with it and not suppressing it. And we're doing good. And we're allowing ourselves to feel these things. Okay, here's another great one. So once we do the side stretches, we can do some of these high knees. Again, making our abs nice and activated, go nice and slow. I love to do a runner's lunge. So that is when you are on your hands and knees and you bring a foot forward and you slide that other leg back, and when it is straight. So you're doing a runner's lunge, because when we open up our psoas, we open up these muscles. I feel like when I'm congested and I do yoga, I actually become not congested anymore. It's like a miracle. So that's why we want to move our body as well, because it's going to enhance your vocal flexibility. It's going to increase your stamina. You're going to have a clearer sound production. And it's also to prevent injury, because we are just a mix of muscles and ligaments and organs, and they all come together to make our beautiful voice. So once we've done our side stretches and the runner's lunge, you want to, of course, stretch out your jaw, your neck, your shoulders. So we'll exhale, bring the chin to the chest. Taking those deep belly breaths. And anytime you're feeling stressed or overwhelmed or just want to chill, you can do a little sigh. That always feels good. Inhale the right ear towards the right shoulder. Take 3 deep breaths here. Anytime I'm holding a yoga pose, I take at least 3 deep breaths. 4 or 5 is great as well. Exhale, chin to chest. Inhale. Left ear to left shoulder. Relax the body. Always kind of shake out, because sometimes when we get into a position, we can get tense. Exhale, chin to chest. Inhale, chin up to neutral position. And then bring your chin up. And you can open your eyes or keep them closed. And then start to open and close your jaw. Start small, then get bigger. You can stick your tongue out a couple times. And then come back to center. And then I would suggest doing a light massage. First thing you want to do is bring your hands right under your cheeks, and you're moving your lymphatic fluid and blood over to the jaw, going under here with your little knuckles like this, and then bringing it down the neck like that. Beautiful. Oh my gosh, this feels so good. Inhaling, exhaling, using your breath consciously. You can even get like above your lips, below your lips, right under. You can even, get your ears a little bit. Get some blood flow in your ears. That feels nice. And then kind of bring that fluid down into your throat. You might cough a little bit, but that's good. I tend to get kind of red when I when I massage myself. Some people do, some people don't, but that means it's working. It's always good to like manually warm yourself up as well with some massage. If you have time, you can do this with like a coconut oil, organic coconut oil, or organic jojoba oil. I love that as well. And then take a shower or wipe it off or whatever, but it does get a little greasy. And get your shoulders, get into your arms a bit. That feels so nice. And then inhale, exhale, inhale, the shoulders back, exhale, rolling them down, inhale, the shoulders up, exhale, rolling them down. And just get into your body, start to feel your body move around a little bit, sway side to side. While you're doing this, put on some good music as well. And like, trust your body, trust yourself. These movements are pretty universal, and I'm doing things that are, pretty light right now. But if your body's telling you to do something totally different and like dance a little bit, you can also do dancing in the morning. Really, this is your practice. These are suggestions from my practice, but you are the one that's living in your body, and your energy is also going to be different every single day. So what I want you to do is honor how you're feeling. If you have a lot of energy that day, get into it, listen to some merengue or like some salsa or some dance music, whatever. And some days we don't have a lot of energy. Some days we're sick. I've had a bit of a head cold this week, so I really haven't been doing much at all. Which can be hard for us singers, especially me, because especially singers who are kind of perfectionists and like overachievers and people who want to, yeah. That's me. And maybe you too. Amazing. So yes, we want to make sure we are warming up our body because our body is our instrument, remember? And as we are doing movement, I really want you to focus on your breath as well. As we do the body warm up, let's do a couple breathing exercises. One that I like is the panting. So we're going to take a deep breath, exhale completely, and then we inhale and pant like a dog. You don't have to do it that fast. You can also go and work up to that and see how long you can do it for. Not overdoing it, but that's how you're going to strengthen your muscles used for breathing. And of course, we all know breathing is the foundation of singing. The quality of your breath is going to affect the quality of your sound. The quality of your sound depends on the quality of your breath. So if we're going something, it's shallow, it's up in my chest, there's actually a sound when I do it, it's going to come out so weird. It's going to come out shaky and just bad. But when we have a solid, deep, slow, hydrated breath, we have a beautiful sound quality. So make sure as you warm up your body, you're also starting to do those deep diaphragmatic belly breaths. And then we went over the dog panting breath. And then I want to just do something super simple. Let's take 6 deep diaphragmatic breaths into the belly. And this is also called 3-part breath. Your breath, your belly is the pump. And as you inhale, you can feel it naturally. It goes belly, ribs, and chest. And it actually does the same because when you exhale, and remember, breathing is the inspiration. It is the spirit to inspire. To breathe as actually the Latin term for bringing spirit into our body. So if we don't have that spirit, boys and girls and boys, it is not going to be good. Because guess what? Singing is all about using your spirit, using your emotions, using your life, honey, your life. I want you to be expressive. I don't want you to hold back, honey. Well, you can hold back sometimes, and that's something that is actually really great. You give people a little bit, and then you bam, and they're like, "Oh." That's what's so great about songwriting and so great about some of the best songs of the world with Celine Dion, Whitney Houston. They have these like beautiful, if I should stay. It starts really beautiful. And then at the end, it's full, wow. And we want that, honey. We want the dynamics. Okay. So yes, let's take those 6 deep diaphragmatic beautiful belly breaths, 3-part breath together now. One hand on your belly, one hand on your chest. If you can inhale and exhale through the nose, that's great. Make sure you have a micro bend in your knees. You're not locking out your knees. They're nice and like supple. Inhale through the nose and now exhale through your mouth. Like you're fogging up a mirror. Try and get all the air out. Fantastic, my friends. Okay, now there is one more I want to tell you. It is called the lion's breath, okay? So don't overthink this. So this is when I just became some little Italian or some place. So this is when you inhale through your nose, and when you exhale, you open your whole face, you open your eyes, you open your mouth, you stick out your tongue, and you become a lion. So I explain and I demonstrate. So we inhale through the nose, exhale. Uno más. Muy bien. Beautiful. And that should get you energized. Oh my goodness, we are now feeling really good. We are ready to sing, my friends. But not yet. We have one more step. One more step. Ding, 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 ding. We are going to warm up our voice, do our vocal warm-ups. Come on, baby. Do the vocal warm-ups. Come on, baby. Step 3, 1, 2, 3 is do the vocal warm-ups. Okay. So, I'm going to start right here. This is good, better. Yeah, this is better for a female voice. I'm going to move this over for a seckie. I do have a pretty big range. But just come in when you can, and if you need lower, that's fine. This is men can hit this too. We are going to start on a We start with humming because it's super easy, and I want you to go to about 80%. Even less, go to about 50, 20%, okay? We just want a little bit. Because we are just warming up the voice. We warmed up the body. We did our breathing exercises, and we did our beautiful hydration with intention. That's pretty low for me. Beautiful. Now you're crossing your first bridge. That means that's right where that break is. If it's okay, if you were getting a little bit cracked or craggedy or weird, that's okay. We are just warming up. First, we are going for chord function, and then we're going to go for a polished sound, okay? One more. We are not going too high or too low, even though that low is a little bit low for me. Now we are going to do something very exciting, my friends. We are now going to do the lip trills. Now, what I want you to do is actually use your fingers, because you're going to get more of a payoff with this. You don't have to try as hard. That you kind of have to try a little bit harder. Not that big of a deal, but I do just want you to, at the beginning, not try very hard and go super simple. Lip trills. Very good. Beautiful. One more. Now that we have done a couple of the scales with our humming and our lip trills, this is one of my favorite things to do. And what's great about it is you don't need any backing tracks or any, piano scales. You can just do it anytime, anywhere. Maybe not anywhere, but anytime. And what we're doing is sirens and slides. Very similar. A slide is this. And also, when we are warming up our vocal cords, we want to focus on the very base of our voice first, which is called the fry. Not that. So like when you wake up, sounds pretty crazy, right? But that is how your vocal folds connect with the least amount of effort, because it is the base of the voice. It can get a little uncomfortable sometimes, so if it's causing any pain, please let me know and we can fix that. So a couple slides with our vocal fry at first. And that's amazing how much you can get in just a little bit of, you barely are using any type of effort there. So once we've done the fry, then I like to start kind of in the middle of my voice and just do whatever feels good. Just go a little crazy with it. So the sirens are like this. You can do it humming. And remember, don't overdo it. I can tend to get excited and then I want to put all my effort into it. Remember, we want to sing at about 80% always, because then we have some gas in the tank. We're not completely going 100% every song. We don't want that. So again, that 80%. Like a siren. Next, we can start on the vowels. So we can go, ah, ha. Putting an H in front of it makes it a little bit easier for it to come out. Ha, or ah, getting into the chest voice. And then trying ooh, ooh. Ooh. And then what else can we do? We can do an ah, we can do an ooh, we can do an e. You can be experimental with this, but please, please, please be careful. Don't strain your voice. Don't sing too high or too low, whatever is comfortable, whatever is not causing any hoarseness or strain. All right, my friends, that concludes your morning warm up. Now, I gave you extra information today so you could really understand why we hydrate with intention. What are some of the actual physical movement warm-ups that I do on a daily basis, and just some basic, straightforward vocal warm-ups. That is our review. Those are our 3 steps. And when we do our movement, we are focusing on our breath as well. Woo, woo, woo! Give yourself a round of applause, everybody. You did your morning vocal warm up. That means you can go and sing today. You can go express yourself. You can go live in your purpose and be the superstar that I know you were born to be. Now, if you want to go deeper with me into your purpose, into your identity, learning how to really expand your range, go deep into your voice and find your true voice, I am hosting a 5-day group coaching experience, which there is nothing better than coming together online with a group of like-minded individuals that want to learn how to sing better and to be better on and off stage, and to also learn how to make some income. If you want to learn how to start getting paid for gigs as well, come to the Sing with Confidence Challenge. That is that 5-day group coaching experience. It is coming up in 2 weeks. It starts February 16th, goes to the 20th, and I am so excited to see you there. If you are interested and you want to improve your voice, your self-esteem level, and let go of perfection and really get in touch with the superstar that you are, then comment the word challenge and I will send you over all of the details. I cannot wait to see you there. And again, I am so proud of you. I know you're doing so well, and I'm so excited for you to see all of your amazing results. The more you do your vocal warm-ups, the more you memorize your songs and really practice daily while also taking 2 days of vocal rest a week. You will be so amazed at how quickly your voice is going to blossom, bloom, get stronger, get clearer, be on more pitch, and just be beautiful. Okay, my friends, I will see you next week. And thank you so much for tuning in to Sing with Confidence. I will see you later. Bye.